So here's a concoction I just made. Did forget to drink it in the last video. You know, it's always a refreshing ending, but I thought I'd start this video with a refreshing start. So one thing that I think Utubia Tribal Council of Elders needs is a human resources minister. So we'll call this the Ministry of Human Resources. And I'm not a human resources person. I'm just a catalyst for Utubia and getting things that are needed. So what we really need is a data bank of information from Utubians, all Utubians, and really all Utubians. We need a database that states what our mission statement is for ourselves, and then what our mission statement is for Utubia. I think this would be a good way to find how we each interpret Utubia, because I think all of us have a different idea of what it might mean. But the point is that Utubia is a resource center. We need to find out about each other's abilities and collaborate. We need to find out who the actors, the musicians, the producers, the directors. You know, there's a lot of projects that could be monetized. I'm not trying to start any crap here, but Utubia has some other goals, and I probably shouldn't reveal all the goals, but these are published and they'll be better publicized soon. But in fact, this is it. Peter Appleseed wrote a book. It's called 2012 Began in 1999, and you know it's about the direction of really Utubia. It's about the creating an alternative, actually a community that's on the physical plane and just not in cyberspace. And so what is the cyberspace stuff? Well, it's just a means to the ends, you know. It's just a place we gather now. What are we going to do in the future? Are we going to just meet here, or are we going to meet on a physical plane? Will we have a gathering spot? I think all of these things will be solved in time, and we won't have to worry about things like this, because really we can meet on the internet for now until that time when we gather. But here's the point. We need a human resources person to collect all personal data of what we are capable of doing. We need to state what we are able to do, what we're able to do for Utubia, how we see, you know, our relationship with Utubia, you know, and so we need someone to coordinate and compile this information. We may be talking a few thousand people here, but look, there's actors, there's musicians, there's a whole onslaught of talent out there that could be utilized in a lot of collaborative ways. And if we could find a way to monetize ourselves and then, you know, actually reap the rewards that are available and not shun them. You know, money's just a vehicle. It's not necessarily evil. It's used in evil ways. But you can use money to an advantage. And without resources, we can't accomplish our goals. I know Peter's got some very exciting goals he's going to unravel, disclose. He is disclosing in his book. In fact, a series of books, I imagine. I don't know that he started the second one, but I look forward to seeing it when he does. But the first one is an interesting message to Utubians and the Kaiboa tribe. Mainly, in the physical plane, it's Kaiboa. Utubia right now is just an offshoot of YouTube. It's a community wherein people found common interests. And let's find a way to interpret this on a personal level. What does it mean to each and every one of us to be a member of Utubia? You know, let's get a thing going. Let's stream some videos here and find out who we are. For example, I'm the Minister of Public Information on the Utubia Council of Elders, and I just take that role because that's what I've been doing all my life, public information. I'm a public servant, and so this is how I will serve Utubia. And I will be there also as in an advisory capacity. I have a lot of tons of experience dealing with organizations, governments, etc. I've got an excellent wealth of knowledge on how to deal with situations and problems. As a publisher, an editor, a longtime reporter, newsman, news photographer, and I've got another side to me, a poet, a musician, not such a great musician, but get by musician. And I've got a lot of different interests and a lot of different channels, and and I'm trying to use some for the benefit of Utubia. And so another issue right now is monetizing for the benefit of Utubia. Just short range, there's not a whole lot of money really there, but I have donated my proceeds from my interest on Utubia or anything that Peter Appleseed assigns me to Utubia. Let's get things straight with what we need to do with Utubia. And I'm not trying to say give money or anything, but I personally find solace, I find great joy in being able to accomplish the goals that are set forth in the book. And I am happy to be a contributor to any cause that furthers Utubia and the Kaiboa tribe. And so I'm calling forth for all Utubia channels to be for the benefit of Utubia and not personal gain. Now, there's ways we can personally gain in the latter. I'm not talking about now, but later there will be rewards. And why? Because we're going to work hard at it. I've been working hard on the internet for years just to reap little rewards. But think of imagine as a huge, massive group, a global community, what we can do as actors, musicians, producers, film, movie makers. We have all kinds of talent here. And just imagine what Utubia can produce in the entertainment world or, in the media. We can produce an awful lot. And if we're talking about a truth industry, we're talking a very difficult task, because I found as a journalist that truth does not pay. It is not profitable. But maybe that's a good thing that it isn't. Maybe it's good that truth is free. That truth is there at our disposal at the flick of a finger. That's all we have to do. Seek and ye shall find. Ye will find the truth. So don't give up on the truth. Never. Always be patient for the truth. Even if you have to wait 100 years or however long it takes. Let's try to find the answer, and that is the truth. And so we speak here today of these issues, and I hope to see we get some things resolved. Let's not fret the monetary things, our own personal gain. This comes later. We reap our rewards by what we sow. And if we sow good seeds, these seeds will grow. And these seeds will grow on these huge vines that will produce tremendous fruit. And we're just not talking about for ourselves, but for the benefit of the world, maybe the benefit of the universe. Thank you, Utubia, for this opportunity.